What's up YouTube? I'm Josh Newland. In this video I'm going to be talking about the importance of prehab or prehabilitation, basically just taking care of your body to prevent injuries. Alright, so as you can probably already tell, the background's a little bit different even though you can't see much of it, but moved into a new apartment earlier this week, so that's why I got stuff right next to me and we're still unpacking and stuff. My next vlog I'll show you the new apartment. As far as right now, I'm testing out a new mic I got a Rode little mini shotgun mic and I can just put on my phone and it's easier than attaching that mic to my shirt, so I'll test it out, see how this is. But today I want to talk about prehab, prehabilitation. I'm sure you've heard of rehab, rehabilitation. This just, you put a P in front of it. But basically this is, doing exercises to prevent injuries from happening. It's what people do when they have recurring injuries in certain areas like their ankles or groin or something, or if your sport has a lot of common injuries to certain joints, muscles, you do certain exercises to prevent those injuries in those spots. Now I just want to talk about why that's important to do. Personally, I've never really had any injuries other than my ankles, and it's like almost every 2-3 months I seem to roll one or sprain one, sometimes worse than others. And I'm finally using my brain and realizing these exercises and things that I do and I recover from it are things I should be doing year round to keep my ankles strong, keep those joints strong as I can. Injuries are, the vast majority of them are preventable. There are obviously always injuries that are out of your control even if you do everything in your power, but lots of injuries are preventable. I brought this up in a recent video, I don't remember which one, but just think of it as if you don't use a certain muscle, joint, or you're not doing a specific motion like kicking or running, in college sports you have normally a 9-month off season. This time it's been like a year and a half. A lot of players, they think they can just take that whole off season off or just go easy, and then when season comes then it's grind mode, and then they're lifting 4 or 5 days a week, and then they're training 5-6 days a week and playing games. And just to put it probably too simply, but when you don't use a muscle, a joint, you don't do a certain motion like kicking at all or not that often for the majority of the year, and then you think that in a short period of time you can do it every single day really hard when you're fatigued, all this stuff, it's only a matter of time before that muscle tears, pulls, strains for your joint, gets weak, and you tweak it with your knee or your ankles for me. So the first and most important form of prehab you can do is to actually lift weights, work out. Don't just do buys and chest and and abs. Do your legs, do different parts of your body, work on some of those muscles that aren't as common to just isolate, like your abductors, your adductors, your traps. Work on those every so often so that you're directly engaging them. And then also obviously play your sport. Do the certain motions like soccer, kicking a ball. You should be out kicking balls every day, training every day, dribbling, shooting, running, doing all those kind of things. Same exact thing with baseball and basketball. You need to be shooting, throwing, doing all that regularly, not just in a short period out of each year. And I'm sure that most of you that watch my videos, I don't really need to tell you this because you're watching these because you want to learn how to be a better player and things, so you're probably already doing all this. And as for me, I haven't had a problem with taking months and months off, and I've always been pretty consistent in training and working out. But I'm also realizing now I need to hone it down more, be specific, because clearly my area of concern is my ankles. So while I'm definitely still going to keep working out and working on my quads, hamstrings, glutes, abductors, adductors, calves, all this stuff, my upper body, abs, all that stuff, I'm realizing ankles seem to be very recurring for me, and to be honest, neither of them have felt 100% in a long time. So day in, day out, or at least a few times a week, I'm starting to get back with that band work with some of those more specific prehab exercises. Some of that stuff you might think of when you hear prehab. Doing stuff with bands, to strengthen the joint, doing dorsiflexion, I can't remember the other terms, eversion, inversion, and a lot of balance, stability sort of things on Bosu balls, deceleration. And again, these things are important. No matter what sport you play, you should be doing balance and stability exercises with Bosu balls, Swiss balls. It just makes it more interesting, doing push-ups just on the ground, whereas doing push-ups with one hand on a med ball or on a Bosu ball or something, it's going to challenge those muscles, the surrounding ones. It just makes it a bit more fun and interesting. Same thing with plyometrics and stuff. Once you really are starting to get it down, you can make it more challenging by adding some of those balance, stability, isometric things. So now I've been kind of spouting off. So just to hone it down, specifically for my ankles, almost every time I went in for rehab, I'm given the same exercises. So now it's almost to the point where I have an ankle injury and I'm like, I already know what I need to do and what I should be doing before it even happened. Should be getting a band, working on my ankle, twisting out this way and then inwards, and then dorsiflexion and then pushing down. So calf raises, you can do that too. You don't need a band, you can just stand up, do calf raises. Balancing on a Bosu ball, just standing on one leg, trying to balance. And also lots of those plyometrics are really good too, because you're doing natural movements of jumping and landing on one leg and jumping right back, and just jumping in trying to hold it. That deceleration is really important. It's also really good for your knees. So there's some specific exercises I do for myself. I'm finally starting to do and realize I need to be doing consistently. I don't know exact exercises for other sorts of joints. For example, shoulders. I know a lot of baseball players do different sorts of external and internal rotation things. I almost never throw a ball anymore, so I just do some lifts in the gym. I don't really do a whole lot of complex stuff with that. But I want to explain the importance of it to you guys, why you should be doing it, especially as the years go on in your career. You're probably going to see you have certain areas in your body that are more prone to get injured. Make sure, overall, stay in shape, do sport-specific exercises, and actually play your sport in the off-season, obviously. Lift, get pretty much all the parts of your body covered when you're lifting. Do it consistently, and then as time goes on, you'll probably find out, either through a series of injuries or just over time where you feel pain or something, what areas you need to focus in on. Those specific areas, isometrics, which is just holding a certain position, balance and stability be really important, and then that band work you see a lot of people do. Those are some of the best ways to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just kind of spouting off, but I just wanted to emphasize the importance of this. I can't give you exact examples and prescriptions because I'm not an athletic trainer and I'm not certified in that area either. I just want you guys to think about how to prevent injuries, because yes, getting stronger, getting faster, getting more skilled is always extremely important, but injuries are the quickest way to completely end your career. So you got to be smart with your time in the gym, with your time off the field, as I've talked about recovery as well, and just be taking care of your body all the time to the best of your ability. If you guys enjoy content like this, please subscribe. I post weekly videos. Let me know in the comments down below too if you enjoyed this, if you want to see more videos on this topic. I did put out a poll on my Instagram story asking what video I should make this week. I wasn't going to post on Wednesday, but I moved on Monday. And I got some good ideas, and I didn't use any of them for this video, to be honest. I didn't plan far enough ahead. But the next one will be coming out on Wednesdays. I will be getting back posting on Wednesdays, and it will be a vlog of preseason. So expect for these next 8 to 10 weeks quite a bit more vlogs, because you got games and training a lot, which you've been training, and just to take you through the season, what it's like. As I mentioned before, giveaway will be coming soon. I will be announcing details of that. Thank you all for your support. Couldn't do this without you, and I'll see you on Wednesday.